All right. So now we are on week 2, lesson 1. Now this stuff is still new to me because week 2 ended, well, it technically ended today. I submitted my assignment last night. But week 2 starts getting intense and my techniques are not very refined yet. But I'm hoping by the time we reach week 3, week 4, I would be able to update these videos, and the future videos that I post would have techniques looking better on me. So I do recommend that if you have other resources, I give you the names of the techniques, I show you what they look like, and just watch a professional dancer teach you how it's done, because my movements may not necessarily depict exactly what it's meant to look like. It is just my understanding of what it's meant to look like right now. Okay, so with that disclaimer in place, I will tell you what we cover today. We cover something called a chest lift and a chest drop. So remember, we did the accents that brought us to the shimmy. Now we're going to do something wherein everything else remains in place. Just your chest, not your shoulders, just your chest lifts and drops. Then we do a chest glide. This is really nice. So now we're going to start isolating parts of our body. So chest glide is this. So we'll talk about how we get to that point. Then we talk about a chest diamond and square. A chest diamond and square is nothing but adding all the components of the chest glide and the chest lift. So you glide to one side, you lift it, you glide to the other side, you drop it. This is a diamond or a square. And you make a circle when you just make these movements very fluid. Okay? So they want you to assume there's a pencil between your boobs pointing straight out, and there's a piece of paper and you're drawing a circle using that pencil. I can't visualize it like that. To me, spatially, I can only imagine that you're still doing a slide, an up, a down, and a drop, and then you're just trying to do it smoothly. Okay? So those are 4 things that we're going to do just with the chest. Then we're going to talk about something called the neck slide, which Bharatanatyam dancers would know, and they're not super complicated, but if you've never done them, there may be some getting used to, but you will get to that point. And that's it. So video 3 is just the chest, isolating just the chest and working with the chest. So the way she made us think about the chest drop, the chest lift and the drop, was that you imagine that there is a string here. Let's do it this way. Imagine that there is a string attached to your chest at the center point, and it's lifting and dropping your chest. Sort of like dhak dhak karne laga, but you're not also moving your neck and your head. Okay, so it's just your chest. What happens when you take a deep inhalation? Your chest lifts, and then you exhale, your chest drops. It's effectively the same motion, but also remember all your postural points are in place. Shoulders up and back, tailbone tucked under, knees are soft, feet are hip width apart and pointing forward. So what's happening is you're effectively replicating the same thing that happens when you're breathing in and out. When you do a deep inhalation and a deep exhalation. But when we ask you to speed up this moment, you're not going to turn into a chugging engine. You won't do that. So the idea is to understand how your chest moves isolated from the rest of your body, and then just work with that. So you have and then you pace it up, and then you pace it up further. Normally it would never be faster than the medium pace, which was this. Normally in any choreography they would not make you do anything faster than that, because that just looks odd also to start with. So you practice accents. This is a chest lift and drop. You are accenting. Okay, now we are going to talk about the glide. So initially, to practice, keep your feet slightly wider apart than you're used to, and keep your arms by your side. Now you try and reach one side, and you try and reach the other side. Your hips remain stationary. It's just your obliques of the opposite side that would stretch. So I'm going to the left, my obliques on the right are stretching. I go to the right, I'm trying to grab something on the right, and the obliques on the left are stretching. Try not to bend forward or fall back or go sideways down or use your hips to do any of this movement. You're trying to just move the upper body. So the test is in keeping your hip in place. And when you start out, your hips will tend to move, but that's the exercise, right? And once you get a hang of this, then move your feet back closer again. Keep your hands on your waist and do the same thing. Isolate your chest from the rest of your body and just move it side to side. So these are chest slides. Okay, you're sliding your chest from side to side. Now we move on to, so please take your time to practice. I just want to keep moving on so that I'm not wasting too much time on the video itself. You can practice as you need. Like I said, whatever you watch here is just giving you a name of that action, and these are building blocks to the big stuff that you're going to do later on. But it gives you an idea of how to do it, and then you can watch the professionals actually do it the right way. I'm trying, but I'm weak too into it. Okay, so now we're going to do something called a diamond. Like I said, now you're just joining the dots of the two exercises. So you accent to the left, you lift up your chest, you accent to the right, and you drop. Okay, you can do the same thing starting on the right side. So don't start favoring just one side because you'll only get used to that side. So now start with the right. Okay, now we'll just join all the dots and make it congruent, and we want to make it appear very smooth. So I'm starting from the left. You do the same thing starting on the right. So, and make sure that whatever side you start from, you come back to the starting point. So don't finish your circle at 270 degrees or 180 degrees. Don't do a half circle unless your choreography requires you to do it at half circle. So do the full circle. So I started from the left, I came back and finished here. Now I want to start from the right, so I go. The rest of your body is also going to tend to move slightly. I'm told with practice, you'll be able to knock it off. Okay? And that's it. Now we also have to do the neck slides. So neck slide, like I said, is, let me sit down for this. So neck slide, like I said, is this. It's not this. It's not this. It's moving this entire plane. So now imagine a string is attached at the top and the bottom of your ear, and they're both being pulled. So if they're both being pulled, if there was only one string here, your head would do this. If there was only one string here, your head would do this. But the strings attached both at the top and the bottom, so your head is forced to move, slide sideways. It's doing this. Those who have learned Bharatanatyam, not Kathak, but definitely Bharatanatyam or Odissi, you would know that these were one of the primary dance moves that you were taught, and your eyes are meant to also dance to the side, right? So effectively the same thing. If it makes life easier, take your hands up and now use the upper arm to try and get this practice. And slowly move your hands down. Now, in belly dance, the times that you would use the neck gliding side to side, you would also be required to do something with your arms. So, in all likelihood, it would be the arms would go from position 2 to position 3 or position 3 to position 2. Again, just like we talked about the hip hits that do not go do a cross and open and then do a hip hit and do this with your palms. So you don't want to do jarring movements with your hands. You want to do slow transitions with your hands while your neck is also gliding. So the key is keep your hands moving at a constant rate and then bring them back down at a constant rate. The movement of the neck, which is abrupt, has nothing to do with the movement of the arms. If it requires practice, practice. So you start here. Two to three again. Okay, so this was neck slides and we're done with 3